Very good morning, my dear students. In this tutorials of computer, we will learn about here. Welcome to the Gunti National School YouTube channel. Class 9 subjects computer application topic input devices, output device and storage devices. In this tutorial, we will learn about the input, output and storage devices. Okay, so let's start now. So what is the input devices are? Input devices of the computer which are get the input from the users and of it happens in the systems. वो devices जो यूजर से input लेती हैं input devices कहलाती हैं. So input any data or instructions enter to the computer. Input devices help to communicate with computers, help to enter information and issue commands. Examples: keyboard is input device, mouse is input device, scanner is input device, microphones, joysticks and light pen. They both are input devices. So the definition is very simple. The input devices are give the data from the users. वो devices जो user से data लेती हैं input devices कहलाती हैं. फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल कीबोर्ड से हम जब कोई बटन प्रेस करते हैं तो वो हमसे डाटा लेता है, हम डाटा प्रेस करते हैं. इट डजंट शो एनी आंसर, दैट्स वाई इट्स कॉल्ड इनपुट डिवाइसेस. एज सेम एज माउस, इट डजंट गिव एनी डाटा, इट डजंट गिव एनी रिजल्ट, डजंट शो एनी रिजल्ट. We just put the data, just press the buttons in the mouse. That's why it is also a input devices. I hope you understand. Next slide now. Now briefly understand the keyboard. It's an input devices. So most common and widely uses. It's a very common input devices of the computers. Made up to buttons called keys. इसमें जो बटन यूज़ होते हैं उसे हम कीज़ कहते हैं. कीज़ आर अरेंज टू सेक्शंस. कीज भी जो कंप्यूटर में जो कीबोर्ड में कीज़ होते हैं वो भी कई सेक्शन से बटे होते हैं. अल्फ़ाबेटिकल कीज जिससे A to Z तक होते हैं. फंक्शंस कीज़ F1 से लेके F12 तक होते हैं. न्यूमेरिकल्स कीज जो कि नंबर्स होते हैं 1 से लेके 0 तक. एरोज कीज होते हैं लेफ़्ट, राइट, अप एंड डाउन. एंड कमांड कीज होती हैं जैसे, और कुछ मॉड्यूल कीज होती हैं कंट्रोल, अल्टर्स and Windows keys. That is our command keys. Okay. Next, here the structure of the keyboard. You will simply understand what is the section of the keyboard. Here are the alphabetical keys, functions keys, numericals keys, and command keys. I hope you understand. Next, now the second input device is mouse. Is also a very common device of the computer. Pointer is also called a pointer device, used to control the movement of mouse pointer and to make selections. कंप्यूटर माउस के द्वारा हम कोई भी चीज़ को सिलेक्ट करने का ये काम करते हैं. टाइप्स ऑफ माउसेस. अब माउस के भी कई प्रकार होते हैं. द ऑप्टिकल माउस, बॉल इज रिप्लेस बाय द ऑप्टिकल माउस. व्हील माउस कंटेन्स कॉल व्हील. और कॉर्डलेस माउस कनेक्टेड टू कंप्यूटर्स यूजिंग IF और रेडियो सिग्नल्स. जो आज के कंप्यूटर में ऑप्टिकल माउस होता है जिसमें लाइट जलती है. इससे पहले एक बॉल का यूज़ किया जाता था, उसे रिप्लेस करके ऑप्टिकल माउस का यूज़ होने लगा जो कि लाइट से काम करता. पहले जो कंप्यूटर माउस था वो बॉल पे यूज़ होता था, उससे बॉल रोटेट होती थी तो है ना हमारा माउस कर्सर घूमता था. सेकेंड इज व्हील माउस. एज यू शो इन द मिडल ऑफ सेक्शन ऑफ द माउस देयर इज अ कंटेंट इज कॉल्ड व्हील. इज कॉल्ड अ व्हील माउस. अ कॉर्डलेस माउस is very effective and connected to the computers using IF or radio signals. Here is 3 types of the mouse: optical mouse, wheel mouse and cordless mouse, which are connected over the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth also. It's all the cordless mouse also called a wireless mouse. Now again next the scanner. It is also a input device. It gives the data from the users. We scan the papers and show the result in the monitors, and the result come out from the printers. So printer is our output device, and scanner give the data and store the files by scan. It's a scanner device. So microphone again is also an input device used to input sound that is stored in digital form, also called as MIC. Mic also let you to others, so communicate with others. Mic was has to do. We just speak something by the help of mouse, and mic, and we hear sound from this from the help of speakers. So speaker is the output device because it gives the result, and mic, it it gives data from us as a voice, so it's a input device. Again, joystick, pointer devices that works on principle of trackball. Function is the same as mouse. It is a stick having spherical balls as both upper and lower ends, can be moved in फॉर्म डायरेक्शन. ये भी माउस जॉयस्टिक्स होता है, मोस्टली गेम खेलने में यूज होता है. इसमें भी हम बटन प्रेस करते हैं. इट्स जस्ट लाइक अ माउस. It is also an input device. Light pen. It is also an input device used to select a display menu items, draw pictures on the screens, contains a photo cells and an optical system, detects screens location and sends corresponding signal to the CPU. It's a digital pen which is works on the monitor. Now we will start output devices. So let's start now. Here is the example of output devices. Monitors, it shows the result on the screen. Printer, it gives data as a hard copy of the paper. Plotter and sound card and speakers, which we are helped to hear the sound. Now we will briefly understand what is a monitor, commonly called as VDU, visual display unit. Main output device is a very main output device of the computer. Can display text as well as graphics image. इसमें हम डिस्प्ले के टेक्स्ट के साथ इमेजों को भी देख सकते हैं. Types of monitors. There are two types of monitor. Cathode ray tubes, that we can CRT, flat panel display. So again, printer. Printer is also an output device. It gives a data as a hard copy. Whatever we type on the monitor, it shows on the monitors. We type by the help of keyboard and the data comes out from the monitor. Printer. So printer is an output device used to print text or illustration, made up of buttons called keys. There are many types of printers are there. Daisy wheel, Dumatrix, inkjet printer, laser or LED. Laser is a very advanced printer of now. As you can see on the monitor, it's a printer. It's a Canon inkjet printer. Now we will understand what is a plotter. Used to draw pictures on paper, draw lines using a pen, used in engineering applications, more expensive. So here is the picture of plotter. Next, now sound and speakers. Enable the computer to output sound, allow user to listen to computers. Speakers are required to listen to music or video, CD, DVD. Here you can see the speakers and the sound card. I hope you understand. These all are output devices. Now we will understand what the store devices. As a source by the name, storage is just store the data in the computer. So it's a call as store devices. Used to store data. Two types of store devices are there: primary, RAM and ROM; secondary, hard disks, floppy, etc. First, primary storage memory. RAM is full name is random access memory. Can read and write. Is a volatile memory. Two types are there: DRAM or SRAM, dynamic or statics. What has RAM do? Is a temporary type of memory. When you on the computer, it store the data. The data comes from the ROM in the RAM, and when the light is off, the data goes from the RAM, but it is still on the ROM. So ROM is a permanent memory and RAM is a temporary memory. I hope you understand. Next, so ROM, read-only memory, information stored permanently. As I told you, access time and fast. Four types are there: PROM, EPROM, EEPROM, EEPROM. Now the second hard disk memory is a permanent hard disk memory made to aluminium or other metal alloy. Not removable. It's not removable. Okay. Several disks are packed together and mount on a common devices. सेकेंडरी हार्ड डिस्क मेमोरी जो होती हैं वो हम कंप्यूटर से अलग भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन प्राइमरी मेमोरीज रैम और रोम को कंप्यूटर से अलग नहीं किया जा सकता। सेकेंडरी मेमोरीज का उदाहरण फ्लॉपी डिस्क होती है। सबसे पहले जो हार्ड डिस्क बनी थी वो फ्लॉपी डिस्क की थी। सर्कुलर डिस्क कोटेड विथ मैग्नेटिक ऑक्साइड एनक्लोज विद इन प्लास्टिक कवर, अवेलेबल इन डिफरेंट साइजेस। डाटा अप टू 1.4 MB कैन बी स्टोर। इसमें से हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 1.4 MB डाटा स्टोर कर सकते थे, जो कि आज के हिसाब से बहुत कम है। आज की जो पेन ड्राइव्स हमारे पास हैं वो 256 GB से डाटा से लेके इससे कई मैक्सिमम डाटा तक हम स्टोर कर सकते हैं। तो पहले जो हमारे पास सेकेंडरी स्टोरेज डिवाइस थी वो काफ़ी छोटी थी। हियर इज़ द एग्जांपल ऑफ secondary memory card. As you can see, external optical drive, zip drive, medical device, media devices, and USB flash memory. Here's the hard disk is there, memory card is there, USB pen drive is there, media device is there, and zip drive is there. If you have any questions, write down in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thank you. See you in the next session.